Greetings and welcome, my name is Liam and this is No Hype AI. So this is the first video in what will be a long series of videos taking us from absolute beginner to building our own fully functional, automated, agentic OS Jarvis style operating system. So if you're an absolute beginner, you're in the right place. And if you want to build a Jarvis operating system, you're also in the right place. Each video is going to build upon the last. Each course is going to build upon the last. And by the end, we're going to be building this cool, cohesive, capable operating system, second brain, automation workflow to percolate into all facets of our life and just make us more creative and more capable and more efficient and to do the things that we want to do. And if you're going to join me on this journey, do me a favor and try to not use Claude, ChatGPT, or Gemini in the web. Try, and it sounds scary, to join me in using it in the terminal. I know, but the terminal's not that scary of a place, and the capabilities of the terminal are so much greater than what you can do in the web. The terminal has access to all your tools, all your files, all your folders, all your softwares, and if you can just pluck Claude out of the web and plop it into your desktop, it can run around and grab folders, grab files, open software for you. You can have multiple running around doing different things at the same time, all on your hardware, saving files, updating files, etc. And the capabilities you will find will 10x, 100x your effectiveness, your creativity, and the amount of fun that you can have building these things. So I cannot recommend enough trying Claude in the terminal. And if you're willing to join me on this, that's what we're going to do in this video. And I think by the end, I'm going to convince you that Claude in the terminal is not only not scary, but thrilling. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you look at the screen, the first thing we're going to want to do is to download Claude Code. So what you want to do is right click this Windows and open Terminal Admin. Click yes. And boom, there it is. Look at, we're in the terminal. Not that scary. Not that scary. It's not going to bite you, okay? And once you learn to navigate and move around inside the terminal, you're going to be doing it easily, and it's going to be making your efficiency, making you far more efficient. So in order to install Claude Code, you should paste in this command, which I will put in the description of this video, and press enter. All right, look at that. Claude Code successfully installed. That wasn't so hard. We're just going to need to add one more thing. Paste in these lines and press enter. Now I'll have these lines also in the description. That's just adding Claude to your user profile path. Okay, beautiful. Now we're in the terminal. We got Claude installed. Let's close it out and try and open it. So let's close this and let's try it. Come back in and see if we can run it. So terminal admin, yes. Okay, now this is critically important, okay? Before we open Claude, there are 3 commands I want you to learn, okay? And they're really simple, and it's gonna make your life so much easier from here moving forward. The first one is CD. It stands for change directory. Basically, it means we're in one folder, I wanna go into the next folder. So we do CD, DOC, and then press tab, and it'll say, oh, you want to go into your documents folder? Boom. Look at that. We're in our documents folder. That is the exact same folder as we have right here. So we got documents, documents. Second command, okay? Second command I want you to do is called LS. I think this stands for list. And what it'll do is it'll tell you all the folders that are in the current folder that you're in. So in documents, we've got folder 1, snake, and taxes. Look at that. And these are the 3 demo pieces, the demos that we're going to do later in this video, which I think are going to blow your mind. So final command, third and final command. Actually, let's do CD again. So let's say we want to go into folder 1, okay? We can do CD. FO, press tab to autocomplete, press enter. We're in folder 1. Look at that. And let's see if there's anything in folder 1. Let's go ls. Look at that. We got one thing in folder 1. It's hello.txt. And look at that. What do you know? What do you know? Hello.txt. Okay? Now the third and final, didn't mean to do that. Third and final command is cd ... Okay? ... just means go backwards. So we got out of the folder. We got out of folder 1, and now we're back in the document's root. Okay? There's one more bonus command I want you to know, and then I promise we'll open Claude Code. So the final command is clear. Look at that, cleans up your terminal nice. We're back to baseline. All right, now the moment of truth. Let's open Claude. All I gotta do is type Claude, hit enter, and boom, we're in. Now, I already installed Claude. It's gonna ask you a few simple questions like, do you want a dark theme? And whatever new things it's adding, it's gonna show you. But eventually, you'll get to this window. Okay. And now let's try it out. Don't be scared. So you can ask it any question you might ask a normal AI agent. So what is your fave color? Huh? As we all ask AI agents on a daily basis. I don't have personal preferences. All right, have some personality, Claude. In a much, much later video, much later, we might give Claude personality. But today you don't have any, so sorry about that. Awesome, it worked. Boom, go nuts. You can ask it any question. If you take nothing else out of this video, just do this. Same exact thing as doing it in the web app. But there's more. There's so much more, okay? So let's go nuts. What do we want to do first? Okay, let's try something. Let's exit out of this. So you can do Control-C twice to get back to our terminal. Okay, now first demo time. Let's make a video game. Let's see if we can make Claude make the game Snake, okay? As you can see, I'm not bluffing. There's nothing in this folder, all right? So all we got to do is cd into snake folder. Look at ls, nothing in there, okay? So let's open Claude. So we'll type Claude and then add this -- dangerously skip permission. So you feeling dangerous? I am. Dangerously skip permissions. It's not that dangerous. Basically, if you don't do this, then every time you ask Claude to use a tool, open a folder, do anything, it's going to say, are you sure? Check yes if you're sure. And you're going to sit here all day pressing yes, continue, and it's just going to waste your time. It's a pain in the butt. So dangerously skip permissions is going to bypass that. Now, let's say, hey Claude, could you please make me the game Snake using Python? Give it a little boost. Then open it for me. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Claude, please go make Snake. Let's see what it comes back with. As you can see, it's installing Python for me. First, it'll check to see if I have Python. Then it'll import it for me. Good Pygame. Then it installed Pygame, and now it's writing snake.py. And you can see over here folders just being added to the directory as it builds. So right now it's got a Python script. Oh, look, it already happened. That was so fast. That was so fast. So R to restart. All right, we got our snake. Come on. Oh, it grew. Oh my God, that's so cool. Yes. All right, look at us go. We got snake. Let's see if we can die. Oh, game over. That's amazing. That was so fast. That was so easy. It just made me a video game. Downloaded Python, built the Python script, created the folders, and ran the game for me. That's incredible. And I'll note this, if you're up on all the oh, this model's better than the next model, this is Sonnet, okay? Sonnet is not as smart as Opus, and it's not as smart as Fable, which is what is always being hyped. Is, oh, Fable, it's gonna scorch the earth. Like, yeah, but you can still do pretty cool things with the Sonnet model. It's half the price of Opus, which is half the price of Fable, and Sonnet is not that much less capable. If you're not doing PhD level research or really intense coding work, you can do almost everything with Sonnet. And that's the difference between using a $20 a month Claude subscription and using a $100 or $200 a month Claude subscription. You probably don't need it to be that smart. So, little pro tip. That's it. That's totally it. That's the game. And one quick thing before we wrap up this demo, and this is the coolest thing, okay? I'm gonna close this out. Now, Snake is saved in my Snake folder. So if I open it's saved here always. So if I open a brand new terminal as admin just, it helps you navigate with less roadblocks. And we go CD documents tab, and let's go Snake tab, enter, and then we type Claude. Yeah, actually if I press the up arrow, it'll use previous commands, so I don't have to type out dangerously skip permissions. Pro tip. All right, now look at, okay, this is a fresh new session. I'm gonna say, please run Snake. Look at that. Let's see if it'll work. There we go. There's our Snake game. Oh, wow, I'm really bad at this. Restart. There is our Snake game. So this is the beauty, and this is the real beauty of Claude Code versus Claude in the web, is the way I set up folders. When I have a project, I make a folder for it. And then in that folder is all of the information. Here it's just one document, but is all of the information related to that project. If it's market research, if it's math, if it's coding, you just have your project folder with all the relevant folders in there. And when you open up Claude in this folder, it's gonna see the names of all the files in there, and it'll be like, all right, I got some situational awareness. I know what's in here, okay? And that's the beauty of it. So let's do one more demo that I think is going to blow your mind. Because here's the thing. So we made Snake, that's awesome. But how often do we need to make a crappy video game in our day-to-day lives? Not that much, right? Or at least not me. So what is something that we struggle with? Well, I don't know about you, but I used to have hella messy and disorganized folders and files scattered across my computer. Now they're perfectly organized because of Claude. So look, I made this demo tax document, and I had Claude just make a bunch of messy documents. I said just tax documents from 2000 to 2022, and if you open any of them, they just have some random information. See, this is just for demo purposes. And important to note, some of them are labeled with the year, some are not. Look at just archive vehicle tax untitled. That's a garbage throwaway folder. That's so annoying. That's going to be so annoying to organize. Or is it? So, quick command. We're in Claude still. Actually, let's close out Claude, and we will open it up fresh. Okay, now we're back in the terminal, and I want to tell Claude to organize all of the messy files inside of my taxes document, okay? So let's go CD documents folder, and then go to taxes, and now we are inside the taxes directory, and we will say Claude. I'm actually going to hit the up arrow a couple times and do Claude dangerous to skip permissions, because I don't like clicking the yes tick boxes. All right, Claude, please organize the files in this folder by year. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see if he can do it. We're in the tax document. We've got 30, I think, documents, just messy garbage documents. Let's see what Claude can do.
A few moments later.
Boom! Oh, that was probably too loud. I woke up the dog. Would you look at that, though? Would you look at that? 20 folders, perfectly organized, with the files corresponding to each year. That is astonishing. You can literally do that with any folder anywhere on your computer, or in a later video on any computer on your network, right? So this is why I so passionately emphasize to please learn Claude Code. This terminal is not that scary, and it is so powerful. And what we did here is the precursor for some crazy more advanced workflows and projects and automations and operating systems and Jarvis, full interconnected Jarvis system with a brain and project folders and automations and dreaming and all of these cool videos that are going to be coming. This is the foundation. You are halfway there. Maybe not quite halfway there, but this is it. Start going nuts, and I hope you learned something, and I will see you in the next video.